Hello and welcome to this solo playthrough of Advanced Squad Leader. I'm Robin Reeve. It's been quite a time I haven't recorded a video in English. I recorded one in French, so last time I think it was in July with an action of Royal Marines at Langrune-sur-Mer while I was in holidays in Normandy. So I'm slightly anxious because I played a little but not a lot of ASL since then, and I may be quite rusty. So I decided to play rather simple scenario, at least not involving too many special rules, so that we go back into the fray. Why didn't I play ASL a lot these times? Because I have been playing other games, you know, and I'm quite fond of close commands and colors Napoleonics, and I am trying to play all the scenarios of all the extensions. I'm in the Spanish extension, which I have been playing last, so that took me quite a lot of time, and not speaking of other board games which have nothing to do with wargaming, like Conan the Barbarian, Dungeon Universalis, etc. So here we have a quite unusual situation. Mike Augustine, who designed the scenario, said he was not aware of another clash between Slovaks and Hungarians. So it's quite original battle. So this episode is about the setup, also about reading the scenario card. I'm going to read the historical setting. So just as a remark, this scenario is the first of the last published pack of Schwerpunkt, number 24, which is devoted, in a lot of those scenarios are devoted to Volksgrenadiers, but you have a series of other scenarios with other forces. So we are at Borsava, Slovakia, on the 9th of October 1938, before World War II started in Europe, and Hungary suffered huge territory losses from the treaties during ending World War I, many of which had majority ethnic Hungarians. Hungary's main strategy during interwar years was to try to regain these territories through peaceful diplomacy. However, the ability of Germany to occupy the Rhineland, Austria, and the Sudetenland via military threats inspired new Hungarian tactics. Lacking the military might, Hungary unofficially supported a paramilitary militia called Ronjos translated Ragged Guard, thus the name of the scenario. With Germans occupying the Sudetenland in September and Czechoslovakia breaking up into the autonomous governments of Czech and Slovakia on October 6th, the Hungarians decided that the time was ripe for more aggressive negotiation tactics for claiming southern Slovakia. On October 8th, the Rag Guard clashed with border guards and entered southern Slovakia to seize towns and inspire the partisan activity. At Borsava, the Rag Guard occupied the train station. In spite of the recent government break-up into Czech and Slovakia, their military units were still fully intact and integrated with mutual defense agreements. Also, the Czech and Slovakia military was very modern and well equipped, with their border units having the best soldiers and organized similar to an army division. The border units counterattacked the Rag Guard at Borsava the next day with artillery and tanks in support. Being lightly armed, the Rag Guard could not hold and was soon chased out of Borsava and back into Hungary. Hungary did not gain any concessions with this new aggressive negotiation approach. So here we are. Let's see the scenario cards. Perhaps some details will be added. So the Slovakians, you say that, or Slovakians, I don't know. They win at game end if they have 13 or more victory points. The Slovakian earn 1 VP for control of each building rubble hex, that is 2 hexes from a railroad hex, and 2 VP for control of each building rubble hex that is adjacent to railroad hex. So we will have a railroad, quite ominous one, quite present. So there are the explanations. Slovakians use axis minus counters. Okay, elite and first line have a broken side morale higher than printed. They may attempt escapes as if fighting Russians. That means prisoners may try to escape. And all Slovakian AFVs and ordnance use black to hit numbers. So here we have the Hungarian, nearly evenly between numbers between first line and conscripts, 2 leaders, 3 machine guns, some dummy counters because they set up concealed, and we'll see where. And here are the Slovakian HO42. So some are on board, 5 edit squads with a medium machine gun and an 80mm artillery and a good leader. And reinforcements, that's important, they enter on turn 1 on the north and or westboard edge. We'll see it's quite important to note. So that's all. So you don't have tons of special rules. They have 6 elites, okay, 2 machine guns, 1 ATR, okay, and a little LTVZ 34, I think is a Czech tank, logically, and a TVZ VZ 33 also. Those tanks are, and I don't think there are a lot of things to note, but they don't have radios, so they will most certainly move as a platoon. So let's see the little Czech tank. Okay, nothing special, you see. Radioless, crew survival 2. Yeah, the TVZ-33 Czech, okay. Nothing really important, except that it's not really, you have notes, but of course it's quite like the little Italian or Polish tanks where you have a crew of 2. So if they are stunned, they are recalled, and they may not fire when CE. That's it, and they have a BMG. So let's jump to the notes. E, F, J, G, K. So E is just about the mention, okay, for ESB, etc. F if stunned, as we said, okay. G may be scrunched as 1 or 2 LMG, okay, however it's considered 1 LMG for malfunction and disablement purposes, okay, EFG, that's it. However, you make two to kill DR when you're firing with the twin machine guns, but that won't be at all used here because there are no armored vehicles facing the Slovaks. So here is the battlefields. Here we have the limits of placement of both. The Hungarians on the east, no, it's not the east actually, it's the south of that line. And the Slovaks on the north being here, as shown on this little display. So, as you see, we have those victory points. I placed them on the buildings. Globally, 3 clusters of buildings here to defend. There's a total of 15 points, so 9 in the rear, 6 in the front, if you consider that the railroad is on the front. The railroad is open ground, no, I mean ground level, so no LOS things, etc. And as a remembrance, the Slovaks need to get 13 of those 15. That means that they can get all but 2 VP. They must get all but 2 VP buildings. Now the reinforcements can come from the north here, but also, sorry, from the west, really. So it's quite obvious for that some will come around here in the orchards because the approach is more secure than crossing all that open ground. Here we have a lot of open ground, so it's quite complicated to advance. We have some artillery which would be needed to cover at least some of those buildings here, not here because it will really, I think we'll need them. There's no real problem placing the artillery in open ground for the simple reason is that it's in place, so it's protected. So I would believe that placing the gun over here, for an example, it would cover the approaches if the Hungarians want to reinforce that part, and it would face those buildings. So that's it for the attack, but of course it all depends where the Hungarians are setting up. So here they are, and they must set up in this place. One could imagine, and we'll try to place them the best way. We'll play as if, as usual, I play as if I didn't know what I shouldn't know from one side to the other. Those orchards, it's tempting to place somebody in them, but it's complicated to move out, and if the tanks are around, it can be difficult. But at least we need to reinforce here something. I'm not sure, but I think we could place them. And what is interesting, it's not said that they may be placed concealed in concealment terrain, for an example. So must put some people over here, and of course some conscripts with them. I like to place the conscripts rather in a remote position. Perhaps those are better in woods. Yeah, well, perhaps a little conscript here just to slow them down. Speed bump, as they say. Yeah, they don't have good sets, really. That's the problem. So we need to have people here. Really, I'm already running. No, I'm not running out of first liners, but this story could be complicated. Better have 2 here, and we can slip into it. And here we will place some dummies for the moment. Don't like to be on first line. Let's put conscripts here. Oh, we still have quite a number of people. This is also nice. I don't want them to be ready. Do I have a fire brigade over here? No, but we can have some people here. The problem is that we are really short on machine guns. I'll put some conscripts just to keep the place tidy. Anyway, what have I done? I don't know. Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm going to reinforce them here and put some conscripts with them. Yeah, I need to sprinkle a little and diversify the defenses. This is terrible to cross, so Anyway, everything is terrible. They will have some people there. Put 2 conscripts just to cool down everybody. And here, I don't really know. Or let's say, okay. And some little guys. Don't even have medium machine guns. It's really, yeah, the Hungarians are not at their best. Let's try to keep some people here. And here one never knows. And the machine guns, so the best men with the best weapons. Why not here? Yeah, strongholds. Yeah, we will be lacking, so we need also something. This is not really amusing. No, I think we could hold things there. So here we have some, create another dummy stack somewhere with Mr. Obvious. If I put them there, no, doesn't look serious. Here. The leaders, best leader, best man. Here, I'll try to do something. Yeah. And we concealed everybody. I'm wondering if the leader could go back there. No, just to have it ready. No, no. We need to be up front. So there we are. Fine. Now time to set up for the reinforcements and everybody. So as I said, it could be interesting to have the gun over here, which can fire, still being protected slightly, but they can fire against those 2. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Even here, they cover even better. Yeah. The gun unfortunately has nothing special, no smoke or things like that. You see, there's no eye, and yeah, I checked. It really has nothing. So we have here the. I think we cannot do something really very serious for the moment here, but we'll place a machine gun and have some people approach along this road, which shows perhaps the limit here of not protecting the place. I don't like to stack, but well, yeah, we'll have those. At least they can cover until there. That's really not good. I'm wondering if the machine gun shouldn't go here, just to yeah. And here we'll have people advance, and I'll have some little recon people. Should I? Yeah, I'm putting a house guard here, another one here. As you see, I labeled them about the broken morale. Just checking something. Can I change something here? No. So we have to. Well, I'm wondering why not. And the reinforcements here, I'm going to unstack them already, but I'm quite sure at least the majority of them will move up here, directly here. That could be an idea. And have good men, not the ATR, please. Perhaps when we play I'll zoom a little, because I believe if you're looking at this yes, this playthrough with a smartphone, it'll be, could hurt your eyes. Please. There we are. I'm wondering. Yeah, they must move together because they're on a, yeah. That's the most secure, just not to get here hit here. No. Well, I think those should go in front. I know it's hard, but I don't want to stack more than 2. Yeah. Slightly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it can. At least they move away from harm's way. So that'll be all. I won't conceal them for the moment. So the size here, where am I going to? So of course the Hungarian sniper will be somewhere here, and I'll have the Slovak one here. There we are. I'm going to wipe out all the setup lines so we have something much cleaner than all those indications, which are quite useful, but not more than anything. Here we are. So we will have this reinforcement enter the place, but here we'll first of all try some area fire, so the artillery will be only partially useful, perhaps concentrating on those forces so we really can weaken them, and here try some little advance to have some power placed here. Perhaps put those on opportunity fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we cannot. As a side note, moving on railroad costs 1, and it's like open ground, so you don't really have other effect than the fact that the railroad allows to determine which buildings grant victory points. So, I hope you spent a nice time with my approximative English, and I hope I'll be able to record further on this playthrough. This week will be quite rock and roll, actually, so perhaps I can squeeze enough recordings, but otherwise I would ask you to be, let's say, patient, and I think you are. If you are ASL people, you know what patience is about and taking time. So all in all, I wish you the best and see you later. Bye bye.